Alrighty everyone, how you guys doing? In this video I will be reviewing the 13-inch Retina MacBook Pro. I've had it for a little over 1 week and I am, trust me when I say this, pretty familiar with this sort of machine. The specs of this machine are on your screen and in the description below. Let's start off with the design. Like the 15-inch Retina MacBook Pro, it has no optical drive. You've got the MagSafe on the left hand side, two Thunderbolt ports, USB 3 and USB 2, then you've got your audio jack. On the other side you have your USB 3, HDMI has also made its way through like it has on the 15-inch Retina, and then you've got your SD card in here. Note, when you've got your SD card in here, it does stick out quite a little bit. It kind of stuck out, one of the things when I noticed when I was editing stuff on it. There does seem to be maybe a centimetre or so than it does on the 15-inch Retina. Might just be me, but I did pick that part up. And of course inside, nothing really has changed from its predecessors. You've got your keys, your trackpads there, and you've got a nice front-facing HD camera, so that's welcomed. The weight of this machine is 1.6 kg. One of the things that I noticed straight away when I picked it up was it was heavy. I was expecting it to be slightly heavier, despite the fact that it's not got an optical drive. I thought it would be lighter. Maybe I'm spoiled far too much with the MacBook Airs I had in the past, but that is one of the things I did indeed notice. In terms of speed, performance and gaming and how that is, if you click on the videos on your screen, I've done speed tests with the 15-inch base Retina and you can see there is a speed difference simply because the processor in the 13-inch doesn't really hold up, and I'm going to come back to this. The gaming wise, it played Modern Warfare 3 perfectly fine multiplayer. Campaign won't be an issue, but when I tried more recent games, for example Medal of Honor Warfighter, the result wasn't so same. It didn't work. I was getting 4 frames per second. It was just awful, unplayable. One of the reasons for that is because the graphics chip inside the 13-inch Retina is not particularly good. It's integrated, not a dedicated graphics card like you do in the 15-inch Retina. So gaming wise, if you're going to playing a lot of heavy games, try and avoid the 13-inch Retina. Coming on to the software itself, one of the reasons why you're going to be getting a Retina MacBook Pro or any Mac is for the software, because the hardware and software work, you know, hands together. So Mountain Lion is absolutely phenomenal. Everything from the multi-touch gestures to small kind of the notification center, it just all works gorgeously. Again, coming back onto programs like iMovie, Final Cut Pro X, it's just a dream. In terms of the audio and speakers, they are much better than the MacBook Air. They are listenable, if that is such a term. Not as good as the 15-inch Retina MacBook Pro, but definitely you can listen to tunes and not be embarrassed in putting your music up. The speakers are located at the bottom, left-hand side and right-hand side. The killer question on everyone's mind is, should I go out and get a 13-inch Retina MacBook Pro? My answer to that is, personally, no. I would not recommend it to anyone, simply because the specs versus the price do not match. You should not be paying a premium of $500 for a Retina screen. Go out, get a MacBook Air, no doubt come next year the MacBook Airs will get the Retina MacBook Pro. The specs on the 13-inch are not justified. You know, 128 gigs of flash. This is what the MacBook Air has. A dual core chip. This again is what the MacBook Air has. Intel HD 4000 graphics chip. Again, the MacBook Air has this, so why should you be paying all this money just for a Retina screen? The pricing, at least here in the UK, I would not, you know, recommend getting a 13-inch MacBook Pro. You should be, if you want to go into this kind of level, get the base 15-inch. There's a £100 difference combined with the student discount. You know, £100 is going to get you a quad-core chip, a better graphics card, double the storage, and, you know, all of that kind of makes up for it, and it's why I went back to the 15-inch Retina MacBook Pro. That is until next year, once Apple comes to its senses. I hope this review has been useful. If you have any particular questions, leave them in the comments below, or ask me on Twitter. I do kind of tweet all the time, and you'll most probably get a quicker reply on there. Be sure to check me out on eyeglassregion.com. And if you've recently bought a MacBook, which one did you get? Why did you get it? How are you finding it? leave it in the comments below. It's always interesting to see how people are finding it, or if they have the same kind of thinking as I do. I'll see you in the next video. You wouldn't believe me if I told you I was carrying with me today an iPhone 5, passport, credit and debit cards, plus some cash, pair of glasses, and your keys. Introducing the iGear T5, the T reimagined. The T5 is a high quality t-shirt with 5 discrete pockets, and it comes in these gorgeous 4 different colours. No one else really needs to know what you're carrying in your pockets. Stay one step ahead of the pickpockets themselves. Attention to detail was key for the T5. For example, the fabric itself went through a special wash mechanism whereby it's more softer and comfortable feel. Alongside that, the actual placement of the 5 different pockets, the colour of the fabric, the colour of the matching ribs, zips, it all had to be perfect. The iGear T5 is now available at iGear.com, free UK shipping, and we're shipping worldwide. Use hashtag iGear, let us know what you would do with the T5, and we'll be choosing a couple of winners over the next few weeks. So good luck!